Hello everyone. So I have all this research stuff in my house, and it's clipping through the wall, so I want to move it. So that's going to be my new project. So I'm thinking of making a research base in my little cave here. I think that probably fits the best. We'll have to see how that works out though. However, before we start on that, someone gave this little girl, apparently, a name. I thought you could name them yourself. Turns out you can't. And now the fun part of trying to pronounce it is coming. So our little dictator is called Ulysis, something like that, man. Why are you guys picking such difficult names to pronounce, man? But let's get back to the task at hand. I'm trying to add a wall to this. There we go. It does snap like that. It's not the wall I want, though, up there. The building system in this game can be kind of weird. To be fair, I'm trying to place something in the wall here. This is going to be such a nice idea of having this stone entranceway to get in here, and it doesn't really work. Because I can't even place it here? What the frick? Why does it not want to go on top of it? That makes like no sense, man. I think just the sheer wall is stopping it from being constructed up there. But then I can build on top of the wall, which doesn't make much sense. Actually, does that mean I can just use that? Yes. Alright, we got what I wanted. And it doesn't stick out weirdly, that is nice. We do need something on the top here. But I think that could be fixed with one of these. Which also doesn't really snap on. Well, that's nothing. Wanna snap today. So I think this is too tall either way. I wanna have this like half-walled. And hopefully we can place it on there now. Yes. It does look kind of funky from here, though. I wonder if we can, like, ease it in if we do this. God, that does not work. That's because there's no real snapping points to it. What? Why does it not line up with that? You know what? I'm just not gonna question it. We'll have a door right there. We can walk in and out. Oh, would you look at that? I was exploring one of the random islands as a little bit of a break, and I found a locked door. Doesn't seem to have many goodies, but at least it seems to have some. Some cures, some seeds, probably the best things that are in here. Ooh, an actual locked chest. Well, that also doesn't really have much good stuff. Then there's another locked door. I imagine this just goes to the other side of a cave. Yeah. That was a pretty interesting little island. Well, after what feels like 10 hours, I finally found some buried treasure again. And it's garbage. Alright, well, there wasn't really anything else interesting there. But the house has gotten very empty without all those research stations in there. Right, let's see. I want to have somewhat of a raised area. We'll have to definitely put lights in here because it is already very dark. There we go. Each corner has been foundationed. That doesn't brighten up that much, but it does a little at least. Alright, so this platform, that is where I want to have the main research lab. Apparently is what it's called. It is so weird to see these bits sticking onto it, I will admit. Back in the demo, you had to build those separately. Right, and then we add a fancy table. Have some candles on here if we can. Yeah, but we can't have a lot, sadly. A pumpkin. I'm trying to add as much light as I can, which probably isn't going to be good for frame rate, because it's definitely not going to like all these lights. But we need something. I definitely need something in the back. I think I'm just going to use some torches. I can't. I'm missing... I think that's cloth. Luckily, we did have a bunch of wool that I just prepared. I got some torches in the back. Yeah, that lights it up very nicely. I would like to get one of these chairs, but it needs wool. I just turned all those wool balls into cloth, which means I'm going to have to get new ones. Alright, I wasn't able to make much. But it should be good enough for the chair. And unless we can make a wooden chair, yeah, we can just do that. It does seem a bit high, though, will admit. I think it's supposed to be more of a standing desk rather than sitting. Either that, but this chair is massive. I mean, technically, you don't even have place to put your feet except for that tiny middle bit. Yeah, you know, this research area is coming along pretty nicely. Then we also have the upgrade station frame. We're gonna have to put that somewhere. And then see if we can put all the pieces onto it, because we have all 3 of them. It's going to be a problem for the customization station by the looks of it, because we don't have the pigment. Technically, neither do we have the wall, but we can get more of that if we want to. I made a bit of a platform. And let's see if we can place that on here. It seems to rotate to where you're standing. I think it needs to be a bit bigger here, though. It feels very claustrophobic. Yeah, and it actually works a little better. So now we can put all these stations on here. We should also put a workbench there, because I keep running back here in order to craft a couple things, which not ideal when we're doing something. That's why I also put one in the farm, just so I can craft stuff around here. So let's do that right away. I'm just gonna place that right there. Right, the coding station is in there. So now it can switch between these things. We can sharpen our sword. Temporarily deals much more damage. Oh, that's cool. It does take up some hardstone, though. 2 of them, that is pretty expensive. Alright, so I'm temporarily gonna put the pigment station down, because I do desperately want some of this pigment. It has been holding us back for way too long, and it still will, because, well, our inventory is just a limiting factor. A very limiting factor at that. So I've decorated it a bit farther, lined some stuff along the walls, made a little sleeping quarters for if I stay up too late researching. Put a couple random things down, like this, like in-between linking thing for the windmill. I don't know what it's called. The connector, you know, that makes a lot of sense. With that, we have the customization station. And this entire thing is completely done. We can now officially install trinkets, if we make them, that is. There's a couple different ones, and none of them are that interesting to me. We can't make this one, but we can just perform an extra strike while performing the airborne attack. I don't really do that a lot, even though it's a very powerful move. The storm shell trinket, I think we may as well make this and put it on our sword. Strikes are faster while in high wind. I don't think that's happening often. And this one deals vastly more damage to resources. I think I'm also going to craft this one and put it on the axe. First, let's install this one on our sword, and install this one on our axe. And we also got pigment shelf. We must have unlocked that right after unlocking all the pigments. Oh, that's good, because we can actually store it in there for now. We'll make an actual place for it later. Oh, cool, you can actually see which colors we got. Which means there's 2 other colors. But that actually fit pretty nicely in there, so that is good. Alright, I'm trying out the axe. I mean, we need wood anyway. I think it's slightly faster. I think it was 4 hits before, and now it's only 3 hits. If I can, I should probably also put it on my pickaxe, because it'll make hardstone a lot easier to farm. Yeah, but I don't have the wool again. Dang. And they haven't regrown. Well, in that case, may as well take on the islands real quick. I think these are the high winds that one trinket was on about. Oh yeah, that's a lot faster. Though I'm not sure if it also has to do with the sharpening though. But it feels a lot better. That is for sure. Now imagine if we also put the coating on this. It'd be insane. I was planning on adding a rug in the grass here. Not working so well. However, what I do think can break this up nicely is if we add some dirt patches. I don't know why, but this trough is floating. I think a simple fix for that problem would just be to place a foundation down. There we go. Alright, I think it's coming along pretty nicely. I think we need more shelves. That could really fix this place up. I can make tiny little shelves even. Oh, we learned the windstone crystal lamp. Now that could be very nice in a research room. One should be way too expensive though. Actually, it's not that bad. Let's add a couple of these around, just to kind of fill up the space. Okay, maybe I went a bit overboard. Alright, I think it's done. So let me show you what I did. The entrance didn't change much from last time you guys saw it. I decorated all the shelves, put some stuff on them. Added a couple small decorations to the research area, as well as back here. Made a little cabinet, and I just noticed that I didn't complete one of the sides. There we go. Let's have some fungus growing in these planter pots, just so they look a little more interesting. At nighttime, it gets very dark down here, and I don't get why. It's not like any light should be able to get down here. Well, let's sleep in our new bed. And there we go, there's a research cave done. Looks very cozy down here. I like it a lot. All we have to do now is link it up with the rest of our island. But we need to do some stuff out here. If you have any ideas of what we can do out here, please let me know in the comments. And then, of course, we're still working on this area. Eventually, this is going to be a more proper location, I think, for the sails and the map. As well as a slight change to the actual helm of the island. And back there, I think we're going to have cows. We also still need a pigment production area, as well as a sewing table. I'm thinking of putting these two together. Why not this one? Where did it go? This one, the pigment pool. These brewing stills, by the way, I'm thinking of putting them down below in the research area as well. We just cannot make them because we don't have clay and whatever the heck that thing is. I did notice though that we can locate it using the Stormbreaker. But with all that, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye everyone.